Et c'est reparti les amis, nous continuons GREEDFALL, une nouvelle aventure qui continue. Je ne sais plus où j'étais arrivé, les bois rouges. Je crois que j'avais fait la quête avec Arfat, là je sais plus comment. La médecin. Et on va voir ce qu'on peut faire maintenant. Je crois que je dois bifurquer sur une autre quête. Hein. Attends, le son est un peu trop fort, non? Non, apparemment c'est good. Ok. Voilà, voir les quêtes. Hein. Je sais plus laquelle faire. Que le démoniaque, je suis coincé, je peux pas la faire. Donc, il y a les petits contrats que je n'ai jamais fait non plus. Mais bon, ça c'est des petits trucs ça. Alors, champion de l'arène, règlement de compte de Kurt. Les vis de la mer cardinale. Alors, on va continuer. Prendre des nouvelles. Ah, je peux pas. Ici, on ne peut pas. Par contre, ça, on peut peut-être le faire. Ça, on peut faire. Prendre des nouvelles des recherches dans Eden. Qu'est-ce qui se passe à Eden? Ouh là là, on est loin là. On va ressortir de tout cet endroit magique. Je sais plus par où c'était, par ici. En plus, il fait sombre. Hein. Pour traverser les grottes. J'ai flippé la fumée là. Je sais pas si je suis sur le bon chemin. Ok. Attends, qu'est-ce qui me met le truc là? Ah, ça marche pas. Grimper. J'aime bien les bruits des animaux, moi dans... Alors, c'est où qu'il faut aller? On peut aller par là? Parce que de l'autre côté c'est trop loin. Je peux aller à gauche. Oh là là, les bruits. C'est quoi ces bruits? Elle est où la bestiole? J'entends une bestiole mais je la vois pas. Je sais pas. J'entends une bestiole hein. Je sais pas où elle est. Alors ici, on est où? Tout droit. Ah, il y a quelqu'un là. Ancienne de vie. Ah oui, on avait déjà parlé avec c'est l'autre village. Ah, je vois un petit coup de latte, un petit café. Oh, miam, 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 miam. Trop bon. Quel plaisir de boire son petit café quand on veut. C'est un bonheur inestimable. On se rend pas compte là. Ah, quand j'étais au boulot, c'était dur d'avoir l'opportunité de boire un café. On peut lui parler. Pourquoi? Je ne sais pas. Elle est où la vieille? L'ancienne, pardon. Bon, ça c'est Moriane. Ah, les marques sur le visage, ouais, ça m'intrigue.
You talk about the markings of Onolmenawi. That's right. Year one is not yet bonded.
Lié.
But it will happen soon enough. Some are born like that, but others have to be bonded to wear them.
Interesting. So those born like that do not need to be bonded?
If they want to become Donegada, they will have to do it anyway. They must renew the bond of their parents.
That's fascinating.
Ouais, c'est intriguant ça.
Thank you.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle fait au village?
I am still a Voglendijk.
Ah, elle est un peu
I
guérisseuse.
am learning to become a healer of the world.
Guérisseuse du monde.
We have the land.
Oh, j'aime bien ce café. Oh.
To heal after they have been injured. This is why our village has been famous throughout the island for generations.
Je sais pas ce qu'ils ont mis dans le café latte de Sanseo, mais c'est trop bon. C'est trop bon. Parler à Moriane, je l'ai déjà fait, non? Lui, j'ai pas parlé, le mec. Yewan.
You have saved my Menundanem. I will never forget it. What can I do for you?
Could you tell me about your village?
It is known as Big Yigido. It is the village of the Beraig Nodas, the bearers of lifeblood.
Many of its inhabitants have face markings.
Do you wish to talk about Sinol Manawi? Like you?
Sinon, le Melawi.
Yes. I'm surprised to see so many.
Our village is one of Donegaga, healers of the world. Everyone knows that. People come from all over the island to ask for our help. So many young people from here are bound. If The rivers carry my wishes. I'll be one of them soon.
Can you tell me about your leader?
Dunkas. He is a very wise man. A great Donegal. We are very proud to have him as our Mal. He is always mindful of the good in everyone. And he makes sure that we maintain peace with the Renaigse.
See you later.
See you later. Bon, ça c'est fait. L'ancienne elle est à gauche là-bas. Je peux lui parler peut-être.
Can you come and see me?
Ah c'est un ancien, je l'ai pas parlé lui.
Dear to Mad, thank you for coming to talk to me. You are on Olmanawi, but you also look like a Lugaid Blau.
Is that what you call the congregation?
Le loup bleu.
Yes, those who have yellow eyes on their banner.
They're coins. But to answer your question, yes. I'm the legate.
On a déjà fait ça non?
Is Legate the Renaigse word for on Olmanawi?
No. It means that I am in charge of diplomatic relationships with the other nations.
So I was right. You will be able to help us. Some of your clan are preventing us from accessing one of our sacred glades.
Really? Why would they do that?
Several seasons ago, some men from your clan came to ask us for wood for their houses. There were some old trees in this glade, so we let them do what they wanted. At first, everything was fine.
Elles ont coupé trop d'arbres bien sûr.
But
Ouais.
then they cut down too
Bah ouais,
many
comme l'affaire
trees.
amazonienne. Hein.
So we wanted to heal the place, plant some new trees, but they won't let us come close. Their bod irony, their warriors, are stopping us from doing so.
I could investigate.
Yes, please. You must tell them that they have to let us heal.
Ah
the
bah voilà, on
glade.
s'est chopé une nouvelle quête. Allez, je vais suivre ça alors. Why not? C'est où cette quête? Oh bah c'est là-bas aussi. Ok. Ah bah y a un truc de voyage ici tout près. Attends. Je suis bête moi. Il est là. Non ça c'est le marchand. Le cube de voyage il est où? Mince, elle est où la... le totem là? Je vois pas quand il fait noir moi. À gauche par là. Il doit être par ici quelque part. Ah c'est pas... Non c'est pas ça. Il est où le truc de voyage, 5 milliards? À gauche. Ah ça doit être le truc là? Non. Mince, il est où? Ici? Ah il est là. Bon, on va faire... Et on peut rien faire? Attends. Évaluer la situation à la clairière de Colsen. C'est où la clairière alors? Pourquoi je peux pas me TP? Clairière de Tolson. Bon. Apparemment faut y aller à pattes. Je suis pas encore allé là, c'est ça? On va aller voir par là alors. Ok. On va y aller à pied. Mais il fait nuit, c'est un peu embêtant, on voit rien les gars. C'est trop sombre. Je crois que c'est par ici. Et là je vais tout droit comme ça là. Ok. C'est quoi ça? C'est quoi ici? On est au village? On est revenu au village? Ah ouais c'est vraiment tout près du village quoi. Voilà on se rapproche, c'est le bon chemin. Youhou! On va se faire attaquer, c'est ça? Il y a quelqu'un là. C'est un gardien. Un gardien du village. À gauche. Il y a une téléportation ici. Ouais, on va aller là-bas. 6 heures de voyage. C'était pas trop près quand même, hein. Allez, on continue. Bon, au moins c'est le matin. Il faut aller là. Évaluer la situation à la clairière de Kalsen. tout droit, puis plus loin à droite. Faut aller vraiment plus loin. Il m'a semblé voir des cabanes là-bas, ici à droite. Il y a un village. C'est quoi ici? Il y a des gens. Attendez, il y a des gens ici. On peut leur parler?
Around here.
That doesn't happen often. Do you want something?
Pourquoi ils vivent là?
You're very isolated.
Ils sont exilés?
Why live so far from a village?
It's a long story. Matilda, will you tell me?
When I was young, I got engaged to a young man, but he wasn't mine in Undanen. I thought he was, but I was wrong. And one day, I met the one I would love.
Elle ressemble à l'ancienne qu'on a vue tout à l'heure.
As I had broken my engagement, we were exiled.
So, our parents came to settle here. They built this house, and we were born.
There. Now you know the whole story. Do you want to know anything else?
D'où ça va?
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalem seg.
Elle ressemble à la femme qui joue dans Walking Dead. Il faut aller de l'autre côté. Ah, il y a un truc là, attends. Une zone de campement. Attends, on va l'activer. C'est ici à gauche. Tout droit là. Il y a un campement possible. On va l'activer comme ça, on sait se TP plus tard. Quelque part ici, non? Ouais. Bingo. Youhou! Youhou! Maintenant, il faut aller dans l'autre sens. Donc, on doit aller là-bas. Je dois passer par le truc là. Tout droit à droite. Ah, je me suis trompé de chemin ou... Il y a un chemin par ici peut-être. Je sais pas si on peut aller par là. Je crois pas, hein. Si, on est coincé là. Je peux pas sauter. Merde. Bon, pas grave, on va aller à gauche. Ah. Il y a un chemin ici. Voilà, ça doit être le bon ça. Let's go! On va aller voir la clairière de Olsen. Madame Olsen. Monsieur et Madame Olsen. Ah oui, ils ont coupé les arbres, on le voit, il y a les souches là. Ah, ils ont tout massacré les mecs ici. Hein. À gauche, il y a peut-être un campement encore. Oui, il y a une cachette de quelque chose. Ici, juste à gauche. Un campement. Bingo. Au début du jeu, je faisais pas trop attention à ça, moi. J'ai dû en rater plein. Zone forestière. On va aller voir les mecs là qui cassent tout là. C'est où les bubuches?
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the congregation.
They are denying us access to the glade.
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry, but we cannot let you enter this area.
Pas vous gêner quand
But
même.
we only want to plant some new trees. Bring life back. These people are fanatics, Your Excellency. Several woodcutters died last night, and I'm willing to bet that these savages had a hand in it. You are killing the earth, so it kills you in return. All of you are cursed.
Shut it, you savage!
Desade, I'm the legate of the merchant congregation on this island. I came to shed light on this affair. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died a few hours later. Well, the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the barracks right here.
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see him.
On va enquêter, hein.
Please, Your Excellency.
Nous sommes des enquêteurs nés, nous. On va aller voir le docteur. Bonjour, docteur.
Hello, doctor. I am the legate of the congregation.
Eh, quoi, docteur?
I was told about the disputes caused by this camp, and a soldier told me that several woodcutters died recently.
Yes. They got sick yesterday afternoon, and a few hours later they were dead. I couldn't do anything except watch them writhing in pain. None of my remedies worked. If seeing corpses doesn't bother you, you can come and see the bodies.
Vous êtes empoisonné à quelque chose?
I hope that whatever killed them is not contagious.
Ils ont peut-être mangé une mauvaise herbe ou quoi qui s'est là empoisonné quoi.
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue, blood at the corner of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death.
Et celui-là.
Strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
The appearance of these bodies and the smell
Bah ouais, c'est du
emanating from
poison.
their mouths leaves me in no doubt. They were poisoned. That this doctor could have believed that this was simply an illness is beyond me.
I can't see anything else of interest.
Do not force us to use our weapons. We do not want to shed blood. We want to give life back to the
Eh docteur, c'est du poison là.
So, what do you think? Do you recognize their disease?
They didn't die of disease. They were poisoned. There's no doubt about it.
You're probably right. But I've heard these savages talking so much about curses. So I thought it must be a mysterious disease.
Ça va être l'heure de ma
rather than
pilouse.
seeing what was before my eyes. But how could these three men be poisoned?
Have you noticed anyone unusual here?
Unusual? No.
You don't seem completely sure of yourself. Nobody could have just slipped in.
No, I assure you. The last ones to pass by here were the hunters who delivered us game 2 days ago.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly in exchange for knickknacks. But they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to believe that they're involved.
Well, we'll see what they have to say. Where can I find them?
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads to this camp.
Ok. Donc retrouver les chasseurs à l'orée du bois. Ils sont là. Ok, demi-tour. On va essayer de les retrouver. Hein. À gauche. Ils chassent à l'orée du bois. Ouh, les chasseurs, vous êtes là. Je suis là. Je suis de Sardais. Ah, c'est ici l'orée du bois. Hop, bordel. Merde. Attends, je change d'arme. Putain. Elle est rapide celui-là. Moi j'aurais dû faire la stase sur celui-là, mais bon.
This is our prey, Renix. How can we earn our reward if you hunt our prey?
Il va nous attaquer.
We only defended ourselves.
Bah oui, on s'est défendu, hein.
But take them. We do not intend to eat them.
Thank you. But what are you doing here, Renix?
Nous faisons une enquête.
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from
Ah, on va
us?
les faire avouer.
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating what you brought them.
Poison? I swear we are not responsible for this.
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly what happened?
It wasn't really an accident, but we did not want to kill them either.
Then tell me how it happened.
We did not decide to do this. We were trading beautiful things with the camp. But the elder said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcutters cut down all the trees.
Which elder?
One of the old men from Vikigidor, our village. He is very angry because we cannot heal the glade. He gave us the meat of an andrig killed by a venomous dosentats. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain berries, but without them, eating it would be lethal. And since the Renaigse invaded our forest, these berries are nowhere to be found. He wanted it to be a lesson for them, so that they may understand that their destruction brings death.
I will not hold you responsible, but from now on you will no longer bring meat to this camp. You are the instruments of a hateful old man's vengeance, And I'm under the impression that there will be even more deaths if I do not get to the root of this problem.
The Vegigido elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger, but Dunkers would not approve of this. He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir du Concilion will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict, without violence.
Ouais, bon, maintenant il faut faire quoi? Aller chez Monsieur de Courcillon. Ah. Attends, j'ai quand même récupéré le butin. Hein. Il n'y a pas une deuxième? Bon, il faut aller où chez Monsieur de Courcillon? Il faut aller par là. C'est ça? Demandez conseil à Monsieur de Courcillon. Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit? Parler à Alpha?
Desarde, I'm happy to see you. I can't wait to find this famous cave of knowledge and what it contains. I could probably go alone, but just think about what you could learn, and not only about yourself. Don't you want to understand where your face markings come from?
Si, ça m'intéresse. Mettre ça plus
Another
tard.
time, maybe. I have other priorities right now.
Anything else?
Ah, l'autre quête s'est débloquée.
What did you think about that moment next to the campfire with the elders of Vegigador?
It was strange, and a bit frustrating, to be honest. What about you? How did you feel?
Had those old sages not been there, you and I next to the fire, it could have been a romantic moment.
Oh, you are really strange, Desarde. Thinking about such things at a time like this. Anything else?
Ah, j'ai perdu ma réputation.
Did
Ah,
you
putain.
have any students?
Of course. We were but a small group working with Dr. Vasily, but we were encouraged not to get too close to each other. It was more of a competition. Why? What's on your mind?
Did you not share your knowledge with the others?
Not really. And to be honest, I don't even know if they would have listened to me back then. You would not believe how much competition there is in the universities of Al-Sad.
I think it's a pity. It seems to me that ideas progress faster when they're shared.
Ouais, le cerveau
That is
collectif.
true, but I did not know it back then. I only discovered it thanks to you. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Bah, je te livre pas très fort parce qu'on va partir chez Monsieur Condorcet là, c'est comment? Monsieur Courcillon. Allez, on va chez Courcillon. Il est où Coucourt? Ah, il faut remonter là-bas. Il faut retourner au parler de Constantin. Merde. On reprend le voyage. Nouvelle Sérène. J'aurais peut-être dû changer de compagnon pour aller là-bas. Je sais pas. On peut encore changer plus tard. Hein. On va aller voir. C'est au palais du gouverneur. Hein. Ouais, ok, on y va. En plus, c'est la nuit. Ils dorment jamais ici. Hein. Monsieur de Courcillon, je vais nous demander conseil. Il est au Courcillon. Il est à l'étage avec mon cousin. Bon, mon cousin. J'espère qu'il va pas trop mal. Là, c'est mon cousin.
My dear cousin, come closer and tell me what brings you.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine. Look out for yourself.
Il est où, Courcillon, saloperie? Courcillon. Étage supérieur. Ah, il est encore un étage plus haut. Ok. Je savais plus où il était. Faut monter un étage, mais il n'y a pas d'escalier ici. Bon. Ah, il était peut-être au rez-de-chaussée alors. Il est là, monsieur Courcillon? Attends. Parce que là, je m'y perds, les gars. Il faut encore descendre. Ah, je sais plus. Je me perds. Hein. Conseiller aux affaires diplomatiques. Il est pas là? Il est où, monsieur Coursillon? Je sais pas. Redescendre? Oula. Bon, on va voir s'il est là-bas ou pas, mais je crois pas, je crois que c'est pas le bon étage. Bah ouais, il devrait être ici. Non, il est au-dessus. Mince, je comprends pas. Je me souviens pas où il était, Coursillon. Ah, mais Ah non, mon cousin, il était à la cave avant, mais là, il n'est plus. On l'avait sorti de la cave. Hein. Est-ce qu'il peut être Coursillon ici? Par là. Puis à gauche. J'ai mis peur, moi, dans leur truc. C'est quoi ça? Pourquoi il y a un truc là? Bon. Je sais pas. Truc de la cuisine. Pourquoi ça? C'est une autre quête qui n'est pas activée. Moi, s'il n'y a rien ici, que dalle. Je trouve pas monsieur de Coursillon. Comment est-ce qu'on fait ça? Il est à l'étage supérieur. Et comment on monte là-bas? Ah, peut-être par l'échelle qu'il y a ici. Attends, il y a une échelle ici. Ça me semble bizarre, mais bon. Ça me semble de plus en plus bizarre cette histoire. Maintenant on est chez les... On peut encore monter. On est chez le personnel ici. Ah, il est là. Ben mince alors. C'est bizarre, hein, pourquoi il faut faire tout ça? Je me trompe de chemin, peut-être, je ne sais pas. Monsieur de Coursillon, où êtes-vous? À gauche. À gauche, tout droit. Gauche, à gauche. Tout droit. Et à droite. Monsieur de Coursillon, si je me suis pas trompé, il est là. Oui, il est là, monsieur de Coursillon! Oui, oui, oui! Eh ben.
Decidez, my young student, what can I do for you?
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well, let's see. Good. You have traveled great distances, and the terra incognita will soon be but a distant memory. Keep doing what you're doing, Desade. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
I found no traces of Professor Serafedin yet.
That's most regrettable. But keep looking for him. You never know. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Oui.
What do you know about Lady Morange?
Laurine de Morange is a brilliant woman. The work that she has accomplished here is remarkable.
In that case, why did the prince strip her of her governor status?
For political reasons, obviously. Allowing someone so brilliant to govern a distant city
Bah ouais, elle attrape trop de pouvoir.
without risks. She may eventually have whims of independence. What's more, the prince was looking for a position where your cousin could learn his responsibilities. This governor position seemed ideal.
What can you tell me about the congregation's status on the island?
Well, thanks to Lady Morange's excellent work, our situation is rather comfortable. Our young city is expanding, new villages and cultivations are starting to emerge, and unlike our neighbors, we have managed to develop rather positive relations with the natives. I hope that our new governor will continue in this direction.
Prince d'Orsay.
Do you have any news from my uncle?
Don't forget how long it took us to reach this shore. I don't think we'll receive any mail from the prince for some weeks, but I am certain that he would be very satisfied with your work here. Just like I am.
La première colonisation.
Did you know that the congregation have already tried to colonize this island in the past?
Ah, yes. I learned about it in some old archives, but the prince made me swear to keep it a secret.
And I suppose that you also knew that it's where I was born.
No, that part I guessed once I arrived here. But I knew that you were not the child of Madame de Sardet. I knew her husband, you see, and despite what you may have been told, you do not look like him. The portraits you saw had been modified to make it seem like you did. I'm sorry. I imagine that uncovering such a lie must have hurt you terribly. But you can be certain of one thing. Your mother loved you dearly.
But why? Why hide the truth from me for all this time?
I don't know. The prince has his own reasons, and he's the one you should be asking. As for your mother, I believe she eventually started believing her own lie.
Ok. Maintenant, on va faire le conflit.
I have come to find you because I received a complaint from the natives of the village of Vigigador. They want to be able to access a clearing, exploited by our woodcutters to heal it, to reforest it, I assume. But our men there say that it belongs to them, and are refusing to let the natives enter it. The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago, but tensions are running high and some men have lost their lives. If we don't intervene, we're heading for a real confrontation.
It is very regrettable, and I approve of your desire to appease this conflict. According to what you have told me, if ever there was a contract, it must have been signed under our former governor. You should go to the archives and verify this. Then go and talk to Lady Lorraine de Morange. And of course, I'll be delighted to help you once things have been clarified.
Thank you, Professor. Once more, you've been of great help.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Ok.
Looking forward to seeing you again.
Allez, c'est parti aux archives, les gars. C'est où ça? Étage inférieur. Ok, oh là là, on faut se retaper tout le trajet. Y'a pas des escaliers, les gars? Vous pouvez me dire où des escaliers? Ah, des escaliers. Je sais pas trouver tout à l'heure ceux-là. C'est quoi tous ces portraits? C'est mon cousin, ça, non? Oh, Napoléon. On n'est pas au bon étage. Faut encore descendre. Y a plus d'escalier, merde. Ah ouais, on est chez Corentin. Ah oui, il fait Sermed. Je le dérange ou pas?
My dear cousin, come closer and tell me what brings you.
Non, y a rien de neuf avec lui.
Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Je sais jamais, hein, je faisais ça en passant au cas où. Allez, on continue à descendre. Les archives, c'est en bas alors. Voilà, on doit être aux archives quelque part ici. C'est toujours pas là. Faut continuer à descendre. Alors, les escaliers sont à droite. C'est les prisons ici. Derrière moi. C'est où on est allé tout à l'heure. Oh là là, il faut faire tout le tour comme ça pour revenir là. T'imagines le bazar? Merde. Il y a peut-être un endroit plus facile, mais je ne le connais pas. Ah, ici c'est coincé. Il faut aller tout à fait à droite. Ah, c'est les archives ici. Ok, good. Au terme des négociations, titre de propriété d'exploitation forestière. Entre le chef Duncan et la gouverneure de Morange concernant les terres 6 de la région de Quembar, il était destiné par la présente que les terres négociées seraient désormais l'entière et unique propriété de la congrégation marchande dans le but d'exercer une exploitation forestière. L'accès de cette parcelle est désormais restreint aux membres de la congrégation. Oh, quelle saloperie. Bon, le contrat il est pas trop sympa quoi. On va aller voir Madame Morange. Elle habite en dehors du palais à gauche. Bon, il faut ressortir d'ici maintenant. Il y a beaucoup de labyrinthes hein, quand même dans ce truc. Et Escalier. Allez, go. On sort. Voilà, Madame Morange. Madame de Morange. Madame Clémentine. Clémentine d'Orange. Allez, à gauche. Si je me souviens, elle habite là à gauche. Dans le coin, là. Ouais. Bonjour, madame, il n'est pas trop tard. Vous allez me dire bonjour. Et alors, le contrat, là?
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
Ben, vous avez fait un contrat pourri, là. Dans les costumes généraux.
Did you know that the congregation already tried to colonize this island more than a century?
No, I did not. But I suspected as much. Seeing the ruins got me thinking. If I understand correctly, you've already...
I discovered that I am originally from the island.
And that had been hidden from you. I'm really sorry, but I assure you that I was not aware. You should be asking the prince for answers to these questions.
What can you tell me about the relations we have?
We play a difficult role, small. If I...
Je crois que je les ai déjà fait tous ces trucs-là. Allez, le contrat.
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Big Yigador. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is sacred, and which they would like to heal. But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them access to the area. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts. Do you have the document with you?
Yes, here it is.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they cede them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented, to be honest.
In that case, why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to craft. It was
Baubles.
easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I
Les ont
only
arnaqués,
thought about
quoi.
my city, and I regret it.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's find Sir de Corsilion. Can I help you with any other matter?
On va voir
My
Coursillon.
lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
On peut se téléporter.
Sir de Corsilion.
Ah, c'est bien, tant
It's
mieux, parce
always
que...
a pleasure.
Ouf.
I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem concerning a clearing, which my student told me about.
Indeed, and I think I may have a solution that will allow us to solve this conflict peacefully.
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the natives was foreign to me. The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. They welcomed us with benevolence. For this reason, I think we should allow them access to these lands. In doing so,
Bah ouais.
we would appease the tensions.
Qu'ils aient un droit de passage.
And we would also retain ownership of the wood. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest this area. Then we could exploit it for a longer
Bien
period
sûr.
of time.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve, but several men were killed, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons responsible do not pay for their crimes.
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan, never approved such an action.
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing people
Ah là là
to
là là,
use this
casse-couille.
clearing, provided the murderer is delivered to us.
Thank you, Master. I will inform Dunkus of your decision.
Toujours tout compliqué. Parler avec Dunkas. Allez, c'est reparti pour un tour. Oh là là, je dois me retaper tout le truc. Il y a des escaliers au moins ici, s'il vous plaît. Oui. On repasse par chez Constantin. Désolé mon cousin, reposez-vous bien. Attends, il a dit que je pouvais parler avec lui. Je sais pas si je peux lui dire quelque chose à Constantin.
My dear cousin, come closer and tell me what brings you.
Non, il y a
I'm
rien
going
de
to
neuf.
leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
On va toujours essayer de te trouver un remède, Constantin, tracasse pas. J'espère qu'on arrivera à temps. Allez, on se taille. Il faut retourner au village. On va se TP depuis chez moi, je crois. Ma maison, elle est juste à droite. Et ici? Je sais plus. Ah ouais. Allez, go. Panak Duncans. Banzai. Oh là là.
What brings you here, Onomanawi?
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation regarding the clearing. You will now be able to access it freely, to accomplish your rituals or heal the area, and the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness. No one else is responsible for their deaths. If they hadn't cut all the ochreberry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died after eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous Dawson tax.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the ochreberries...
We know that you are responsible for this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
Dunkus, I beg you. I only wanted the Renoixe to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed. And you know that. I would never have thought you capable of doing something so foolish.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance into their own hands, you must deliver this man to us.
I understand. But I have one condition before we make this agreement. The Lugayed Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugayed Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renoixe came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Wa awalam say.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
I definitely will.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. I can't wait to find this famous cave of knowledge and what it contains. I could do.
Another time, maybe. I have other priorities right now.
Anything else?
I must leave you.
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you. See you later.
Sorry, this is private property.
These people are reckless imbeciles if they start mining again in such a dangerous place.
These Renaigse must not have taken us seriously. We should take a closer look.
Espionner l'activité de la mine. On va l'espionner par là.
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Those reckless fools. They've resumed operations in the mine.
They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sir de Courcillon. I hope that our nation is not involved in this business.
Ah, il faut retourner voir Monsieur Courcillon. Oh, on n'arrête pas de se téléporter, les gars. C'est quand même casse-couille, ça. Au revoir, Courcillon. Après, je vais terminer cet épisode parce que je pense qu'il est déjà assez long. Pas mal, hein, c'est bien débrouillé. Hein. On a un petit camp ici, c'est bien pour cette épée, je pense. Oh, il y avait quelque chose là à accueillir. Non? Ah, j'ai cru qu'il y avait quelque chose. Est-ce qu'on peut se TP, voyager? Oui. On va retourner voir Monsieur de Courcillon. 12 heures. Eh ben, on en aura fait des voyages dans cette histoire. J'ai aspiré quelque chose. Okay. On y va, les gars. Attends, Monsieur Courcillon, mais... Oh, le beau squelette, salut mon gars. Il te manque. Coucou, top, moi, give me 5. Allez. Allez, on va parler à Monsieur Courcillon. Ah ben voilà. Parler des campements. Ah bon, on a déjà fait tout ça, non, non. Non, tout ça on a fait. C'est l'exploitation de la mine, voilà.
But someone has started exploiting it again.
I seem to recall that a concession in this area was sold to a Master Maillard. However, I do not recall the details of the contract. It was established by the previous government. He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before we did. People say that he is unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous? That's an understatement. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves to work in this mine.
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is above the law? We cannot tolerate such methods, but we must determine the best way to attack him. You should start by finding the deed to his property in the archives. Don't worry, we'll not let this man's behavior go unpunished. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Course.
Titre de propriété de maître Maillard sur une ancienne parcelle minière. Ce document est écrit dans le jargon des juristes. Il s'agit d'un titre de propriété de maître Maillard sur des terres situées dans la région de Quévar, comportant d'anciennes mines. Le document a été signé par Madame de Morange. Son aide vous sera nécessaire pour comprendre toutes les subtilités juridiques.
I get lost in all the legal jargon, but they have Lady Morange's seal on them. We should find her to understand exactly what they say.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
I need your advice once more. This time it's about the property deeds of a plot of land and of a mine acquired by a certain Maillard. Here are the deeds. I must admit that I understand very little of what's written, but your seal is on it.
Do not worry, this type of document is always difficult to decipher for the uninitiated. However, they are very clear. Master Maillard is the owner of a plot of land located near Vigigador. He can exploit the forest and plant anything he wants there, but it says here that he does not have the right to exploit the mine. It's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining on this land is forbidden.
And yet the mine which was located on this plot of land has been reopened and is being exploited as we speak.
According to these documents, the mine has been closed for security reasons. This man's behavior is reckless. You should go see him. He's presently in New Serene. He usually spends time at the port when he comes. He has some warehouses there.
On va aller secouer le prunier de maître comment, Maillard. Ouais. On va aller secouer maître Maillard. Il doit être pas loin d'ici, de la gauche. Ah. Tout prendre. Il est par là? Ou par là? Je crois qu'il est ici derrière. Hein. Ah, encore des boîtes. Moi, je pique toutes les boîtes. On peut crocheter ou pas? Ouais, on peut fouiller. Alors, c'est vous l'enfoiré là? Un coup de pied au cul, on va lui faire lui.
Master Maillard, who's asking? Sade, I am the legate of the congregation.
Well, I'm flattered. What brings you here,
C'est ça, escroc.
I'm here to talk to you about the mine you have near Vigigadu. Are you aware that you have no right to operate it? Nor are you allowed to employ slaves there?
But what are you talking about? Surely this is a misunderstanding. Listen, I'm sure there is a way for us to get along. I'm an honest merchant. I've always paid all taxes and the small bonus.
Il veut corrompre quoi.
Please tell your cousin that I would be happy to send
Tu vois,
him
il veut faire de la corruption.
the gift of his choice. Now, Your Excellency, if you will allow me, I have
On va
to
le
get
taper
back
dans
to
la
my
flotte lui.
I'm afraid you don't understand, Master. It's not a money problem. That mine is dangerous. And you endanger the congregation on this island by behaving this way with the natives.
Come on, don't be so serious, young man. I'm sure it's not.
Putain, il veut vraiment essayer de corrompre, on va le foutre en piole lui.
Goodbye, sir. Best wishes to your cousin.
On va obtenir un nouvel accord avec Monsieur de Courcillon. Bon, on va voir Monsieur Courcillon encore. 5 milliards, moi j'aurais foutu à la flotte le trou-duc ici. Allez, on retourne. Ah. Il semblait voir quelque chose. Ah, je me suis trompé. Ah, on va sauter là alors. Le petit raccourci, ça fait toujours du bien. Il est où le truc? À gauche. Bah, je suis con, je suis juste devant quoi.
Sir de Corsilion.
Sade, my young student, what can I do for you?
I verified the contract with Lady Morange. The exploitation of the mine is illegal, as we expected, without even taking into account what he's doing to the natives. I then went to meet Master Maillard.
So, what did he have to say in his defense?
He turned a deaf ear and tried to bribe me.
Oh, some of these merchants are so rich that they forget basic decency. But it's high time we reminded him of who is in charge of the congregation on this island. Here, this is an eviction notice which dispossesses him of all his land for breaching his contract. For his crimes against the natives, he's banished from this island. I will make him aware of this decision, but you should go to the mine immediately. The prisoners must be freed as soon as possible, and the mine closed once more.
I'll take care of it.
And your old professor.
Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Bien fait ça, ouais, allez vite on va à la mine.
Looking forward to seeing you again.
Merci Monsieur de Courcillon. Allez on y va les gars, ouais, on a gagné. On va virer le trou duc là, c'est trop bien. Allez on se taille, on se taille, on se taille, on se taille, on se taille. Ouais, on retourne à la mine, ouais. On va aller virer tout ça, on va libérer les esclaves. Youpi! Trop bien. Ah j'aime bien. Cet épisode est un peu laborieux avec tout ce qu'il faut passer d'un endroit à l'autre. Ça c'est un peu chiant. Mais on y est arrivé, on va finaliser. Hein.
sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
I don't need your authorization. I have here an eviction notice signed by the governor's ministers. The former owner, Mr. Maillard, has lost his rights due to a breach of contract.
Look, ultimately, we are not the ones who decide. We only obey the boss's orders.
In that case, where can I find him to notify him of his loss?
You'll find him around here somewhere, Your Excellency.
Excellent.
Are you looking for trouble?
Master Maillard, I'm so glad to find you here. Here is a document from Sir de Corsillon on behalf of my cousin. Considering the fact that you have not respected the terms of your contract of ownership, you are hereby expelled. The methods you used against the islanders has also ensured your banishment from Tier-Fredy.
Impossible. By what right? Guards, this man threatens me. Let's see what you're capable of.
These people were monsters. I wouldn't cry over them. Come now, let's go free my brothers, and we can tell Dunkas everything.
Go without fear. You are free. And know that we are sorry for what happened to you.
We must believe that not all gave blow or alloy.
He is an Almanawi. That's why he understands us. Thank you. We will not forget you.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I was able to close the mine. The man who operated it was arrested and he will be banished.
Yes, those you freed told me. From now on, you are my Karants, my friend. You knew how to renew my trust in your clan. Just as trees grow back after being cut.
Thank you, Dunkus. I'm honored. Will you give us the old man now?
If you allow it, I would like to punish him myself. Enough blood has been spilled, and he will only call for more of it, since he loved the forest to the point of killing for it. He will be sentenced to heal it. Every day he will replant what your men will cut down. Every day until the end of his life. Does this punishment seem acceptable to you?
If I explain to Sir de Corsillon that the man was sentenced to forced labor, I suppose he will approve. Thank you, Dunkus. It's a wise sentence.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Et bien voilà les amis, c'est ainsi que se termine ce très très long épisode. Nous avons terminé je pense cette quête, on va vérifier mais je pense qu'elle est ok. Quête secondaire. Alors elle était où celle-là? La grotte? Non, c'était pas ça, on peut toujours pas le faire. Je crois qu'elle est plus là. Hein. Non, elle n'est plus là. On a terminé. Ben voilà les amis, j'espère que ça vous a plu cette quête très très longue. Nous en sommes arrivés au bout. Et suite au prochain épisode. Ciao ciao.